What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Smithy. Again, sorry it's been a minute since I've posted. I've either been absent, recovering from my injury, or have been working on my Comic-Con costume, which if you follow me on Facebook and Instagram, you saw that it turned out great and I looked fantastic. If you don't follow me on there, that's a good reason to go do that, so you should. But anyway, today is helmet video number 3. In part 2, we talked about this video being for the visor and the neck seal. I decided that I was going to split that into 2 videos. That's why today's video is a little bit shorter. Today, all I'm doing for y'all is making the visor so that I can finally see and you guys can't see into the helmet anymore. So, without further ado, let's jump into it. So first I need to attach a nut to the inside of the helmet here and here to allow me to attach the visor. To do that, I screw the 2 nuts onto the bolt down as far as they can go because I want to turn them from octagons into circles so that they can fit better into that space. Once I've done this, I can now use the nut as a tool to press into my grinder and I can get a nice controlled finished circle. Now you see me drill out the holes for the nuts to go with my Dremel. And here are the finished nuts themselves. A little super glue just to make sure they stay in. And now it's time to make the visor itself. I've made this black ABS mold so that I can easily make various other ones whenever I feel like it. The material I'm using is polycarbonate. Take it to the bandsaw, spend all this fun time cutting it out, and then we'll move on to actually molding it. It's an 8-inch thick piece of polycarbonate, and come to find out, this being my first time working with polycarbonate, it is not easy to mold. So I ended up scrapping it and making the exact same thing out of a piece of acrylic, which is what you see me using here. I've drilled the holes for the attachment points. And now I've gotten it to its finished molded state. A little more work with the heat gun to get as nice and clean of a mold as possible. Now you see me cutting the bolts that actually attach the visor. Cleaning up the visor before I put on the one-way film, and then spending a lot of time actually wrestling the film into place. This one-way material really doesn't like going over complex forms, so it takes quite a while to get it right. Attachment points 1, 2, and 7 are actually screwing into the helmet. 3 through 6 are the screws from the front metal plates. Last step for this phase is making the little cutout metal grill that goes behind the breathing holes. Doing a little basic forming, nothing too crazy, too complex. I'm going to use that same number 7 center nut to attach it and secure it. Cutting out a space for that nut to fit, or that bolt to fit, to use the correct terminology. And then rough fit and screw in the visor, make sure everything looks good, and now we get to see the helmet with its visor inside. And we're finished. This may only be a small victory since it's a short video and I didn't get too much done, but it feels so good to have this part finally done. I can now actually see out of my helmet, which for so long has been annoying. It looks pretty good. I now have a replaceable, updatable, fixable visor. If it gets damaged, I can change it, I can improve it, I can fix it. If down the line I want to put in a polycarbonate version, I can. But I have tested this acrylic with my airsoft rifles, even at point blank range. That's really the only way it'll fracture, and that's still at point blank range, and that's one shot out of like 10. So I'm not too worried about it as far as strength and protection. It's 1/8 of an inch thick. I've tested it, it's really good. So a little on the fence about doing the silver. You know, there's realistically 4 colors that I can pick from: red, green, black, and silver for known clone trooper visor colors. I like what I did, but having made this black ABS mold, I can easily make multiple if I want to, switch them out. This is a good start. Up close you can see that there's 2 little areas that the material kind of wrinkled on because, as I said, it has a hard time forming over a complex shape like this, but I was able to make it look like battle damage, which is fine. Might be kind of hard to see the grill. I'm debating whether to keep it silver, paint it black. We'll see what I do further down the line, but love how it looks so far. Now I can actually wear this. When the black mold was in there, it looked cool, but I couldn't see out of it, so it made things rather difficult and made it to where I couldn't wear it. Now I can. I love it. I'm so excited to get to start practicing with it with my new airsoft rifle. Remember, next week we're going to do video number 4, another short one, where I install and build the neck seal for this helmet. And we're just going to get closer and closer, and one day, hopefully here rather soon, I'm going to get to go out and start playing airsoft. So thank you guys for watching. Hope everyone enjoyed it. Maybe this one was a little more educational than my other ones. And don't forget to like, subscribe, share, comment. I'd love communicating with you guys. It's so fun for me. But other than that, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.